Hello everyone, I'm Jhalak Gaur, pursuing BTech 4th year Civil Engineering from Faculty of Engineering and Technology, University of Lucknow. I'm looking forward to discuss with you today about fiber reinforced polymer composites under the guidance of Engineer Gaurav Srivastav. It is a new class of advanced material which are different in many aspects from the traditional material. This presentation consists of overview of FRP, that is fiber reinforced polymer composites, currently available national specifications, design criteria and specification, acceptable application, research on fiber reinforced polymer composites, District 7 demonstration project that is currently going on in Florida Department of Transportation, characteristics and durability. So before understanding what is fiber reinforced polymer composites, let us understand what is a composite. So a composite is a combination of two or more materials which differ in form or composition on a macro scale. The constituents retain their identities, that is, they do not dissolve or merge into each other, although they act together. Normally, the components can be physically identified and exhibit an interface between them. Fiber reinforced polymer composite is a composite that consists of high performance fibers embedded in a polymer matrix. Generally utilized fibers are carbon, glass, amide. As they are commonly known as a new class of advanced materials which are different in many aspects from the traditional materials such as metal, ceramics, plastics. They are made in such a way that they provide extremely high strength with sufficient stiffness and toughness with light weight. It is a material in which one material acts as matrix is mixed with one more material acting as fillers which serve the purpose of increasing strength and other mechanical properties, but at the same time reducing the overall density of this new material. The matrix and fillers are completely different and there is no chemical reaction between them, but they form good bonding between them. This interfacial bonding can be enhanced by some physical or chemical treatment of fibers. So here is a picture. The blue cuboid here represent the matrix in a continuous phase and the dark blue lines inside this blue cuboid represents the filler in dispersed phase. So here is a composite which is made by adding fillers into a matrix. So composite is equals to matrix plus filler. What is FRP? That is fiber reinforced polymer. Is a composite material made of polymer matrix reinforced with fibers. The fibers are usually glass, carbon, amide or basalt. Rarely other fibers such as paper, wood or asbestos have been used. The polymer is usually an epoxy vinyl ester or polyester or thermosetting plastic. Thermosetting plastic, as we all know, is a polymer that irreversibly becomes rigid when heated. Fiber reinforced composites can have different arrangement of fibers within the polymer. That is one-dimensional arrangement, two-dimensional arrangement, which is further classified as random and oriented, and then there comes three-dimensional arrangement. I will explain all this with the help of the diagram. So here's a diagram representing these all four classifications. So the diagram A represent a matrix in one dimensional. Here all the fibers are aligned in X direction. Now the diagram B represents a two-dimensional structure where the fibers are arranged in X and Y direction but in a random order. Now the diagram C represents the fiber arranged in two-dimensional order and they are aligned in X and Y direction and they are oriented. The figure D represents the fibers aligned in X, Y and Z direction randomly. Owen Corning Company developed the first modern composite material known as fiberglass in 1935 by incorporating glass fiber in bakelite. Later, bakelite was replaced with epoxy. There are four main ingredients that fiber reinforced polymer are comprised of: resins, reinforcements, fillers, and additives, modifiers. Each ingredient is equally important and all ingredients play an important role in determining the properties of the fiber reinforced polymer. First one is resin. So the primary function of the resin are to transfer stress between the reinforcing fiber, act as a glue to hold the fibers together and protect the fibers from mechanical and environmental damage. Resins are divided into two major groups known as thermoset and thermoplastic. Thermoplastic resins become soft when heated and may be shaped or molded while in a heated semi-fluid state and becomes rigid when cool. Thermoset resins, on the other hand, are usually liquid or low melting point solids in their initial form. Now the reinforcement, fibers and forms. Generally speaking, there are four common types of fibers broadly used in fiber reinforced polymer industry: glass, carbon, natural and aramide. Each has their advantage and application. Similarly, reinforcements are available in forms to serve a wide range of processes, service and product requirements. Common materials used at reinforcement include woven roving, milled fibers, chopped strand, continuous chopped, and thermoformable step. Reinforcement materials can be designed with unique fiber architectures and be performed, shaped depending upon the product requirements and the manufacturing process. Additives and modifiers. They perform critical function despite their relatively low quantity by weight when compared to the other ingredients such as resins, reinforcements, and fillers. Some additives used in thermoset and thermoplastic composites include low shrink or low profile when smooth surface are required, fire resistant, air release, emission control, viscosity control, and electrical conductivity. An important note is that fiber reinforced polymer products can be custom made for the intended use. This is very important. Understanding the intended function and services of the fiber reinforced polymer will aid the design and manufacturing process to allow for an optional finished product, that is corrosion resistance. Modifiers can include catalysts, promoters, inhibitors, colorants, release agents, thixotropic agents, that is fumed silica, and certain clays. Fillers. Fillers are used as process or performance aids to impart special properties to the end product. Some examples of inorganic fillers include calcium carbonate, hydrous aluminium silicate, alumina trihydrate, and calcium sulfate. In some circumstances, fillers and additives can play a critical role in lowering the cost of the compound by diluting expensive resins and reducing the amount of reinforcements. Furthermore, fillers and additives improve compound rheology, fiber loading uniformity, enhances mechanical and chemical performance, and reduces shrinkage. Now we come to the manufacturing of fiber reinforced polymer composites. So these are type of composite plastic made up of matrix or binding agent reinforced by a fiber material. The fiber reinforced polymer process thus entails two steps. Step number 1, making the fibrous material. Step number 2, bonding the material with the polymer plastic. So here are the processes. Predominant process includes pulverization, vacuum infusion, and there are many other processes. So the pulverization process involves linear and continuous process, reinforcing, pulled through heated dye. Chemical reaction occurs as it cures polymerization. The resin saturates reinforcement exit in a dye in a solid state and in the form of a cross section of the dye. Here's a diagram representing the process. And the process is a continuous process. Next process is vacuum infusion. The vacuum infusion process, or also known as VIP, is a technique that uses vacuum pressure to drive resin into the laminate. Materials are laid dry into the mold and the vacuum is applied before resin is introduced. Once a complete vacuum is achieved, Resin is literally sucked into the laminate via carefully placed tubing. Now in the national specifications. ANSI Code of Standard Practice, American National Standard Code of Standard Practice, pultruded FRP structures, and these code give the recommendations for construction contract documents, fabrication and installation. For the design and construction of concrete, bridge decks and railings reinforcement with glass fiber reinforcement polymers, reinforcing bars. For the analysis and design of concrete filled FRP tubes for use as structural components in bridges, beams, arches, columns, pipes. ACI 440 series, American Concrete Institute. ASTM is currently being developed to replace the material specifications for fiber reinforced polymer reinforcing. Now the characteristics. It is highly tensile resistance to chloride ion and chemical attack. Number 2, its tensile strength is greater than that of steel, yet it weighs only 1/4 as much. This is very important and very plus point of fiber reinforced polymers. It is transparent to magnetic fields and radar frequencies. Glass fiber reinforced polymers has low electrical and thermal conductivity. Long-term durability. High strength to weight ratio. Fiber reinforced polymers are lightweight and strong. They possess a vast range of mechanical properties including tensile, flexural, impact and compressive strength. When compared to most other metals, they can deliver more strength per unit of weight than most metals. Their light weight also lends itself well to logistics. It's easier to ship and install. It is customizable. Every industry has unique problems to solve. With FRP, engineers have the ability to tailor or modify the design of their FRP to meet their specific requirements. For example, consider the benefits of altering resin, glass content to optimize your corrosion or abrasion resistance. You can't do this with metal. Anisotropic. Engineers can maximize the performance and efficiency of the structure when they take advantage of the inherent anisotropic properties of fiber reinforced polymer. Because the maximum strength is in the direction of the fiber reinforcement, engineers can optimize the design to optimize the materials and the overall performance of the structure. High tensile strength with low modulus of elasticity. Fiber reinforced polymer have high tensile strength due to its composite properties. Engineers can specify unique resin, fiber reinforcement compositions when working with the fiber reinforced polymers manufacturers. The design control inherent to FRP will enhance performance and can also be realized when working with composites, not metals. There are many other reasons one should consider using fiber reinforced polymers. For example, they offer high dielectric strength, thermal cycling, dimensional stability, impact resistance, low coefficient of friction. The real gem of FRP is that they are customizable and can be designed and modified to meet almost any chemical or physical requirement. This is primarily why fiber reinforced polymers have been chosen by so many industries as a material for corrosion resistance applications. Where other materials fail, FRP thrives. With so many benefits, it's no wonder that FRP are used by so many as a cost-effective alternative to conventional materials. Now with plus points, there are few negative points also. So degradation factors, acids. Hydrogen replaces alkali and other positive mobile ions in glass. Salts, similar to acid, the salts affect similarly as they affect the acids. Temperature affects rates of moisture absorption and chemical reactions. FRP initiatives. So these are the few initiatives by fiber reinforcement polymers. Structural shapes such as fender system pile and composite beam. Concrete reinforcing such as reinforcing bar, pre-stressing strands. and external reinforcing. Now, Florida Department of Technology initiatives. The deterioration of reinforcing and pre-stressing steel within concrete is one of the prime causes of failure of concrete structures. In addition to being exposed to weather, concrete transportation structures in Florida are also commonly located in aggressive environments such as marine locations and inland water crossing where the water is acidic. Cracks in concrete create paths for the agents of the aggressive environment to reach the reinforcing or pre-stressing steel and begin the corrosive oxidation process. An innovative approach to combat this major issue is to replace traditional steel bar and strand reinforcement with fiber reinforced polymer. Beneficial characteristic: it is highly resistant to chloride ion, as we all know. Its tensile strength is greater than that of steel, yet it weighs only 1/4 as much. It's transparent to magnetic fields, low electrical and thermal conductivity. The Hillman composite beam is also based on fiber reinforced polymer with low cost and functional advantage of concrete and steel. The result is cost competitive. Hillman composite beam offers a revolutionary approach to bridge construction. Here's a diagram representing Hillman composite beam. The Florida Department of Technology, the study of 54 bridge projects in District 7 showed that corrosion was responsible for 3/4 of maintenance cost on average. In response, Florida Department of Transportation is constantly seeking materials and design advantages that reduce cost across the lifetime of a bridge. From the pilings to the deck and everything between, every part of the new bridge includes some type of fiber reinforced polymer element. The concrete piles that support the bridge are pre-stressed with carbon fiber composite cables. The hybrid composite beam that will support the bridge deck have been used in a dozen bridges nationally, but these will be the first in Florida. Glass fiber reinforced polymer will find multiple uses in the new bridge, in the guardrails, the pier caps, the bridge deck, and as reinforcement in the CFRCC. Pre-stretched sheet piles that will serve as retaining walls. The new Halls River Bridge will also use several green concrete products in combination with non-corrosive reinforcement. This is an experimental project with innovative materials, first in Florida, and these are the few specifications regarding the project. Here I want to inform that the project is not completed yet, it is undergoing project. These are the few pictures showing the current situation of the project. It will be completed till February 2021. Now I want to summarize by saying that construction costs for the new Hall River Bridge are about 30% higher than the traditional concrete and steel construction. But these additional initial costs are expected to be effectively paid back in significant savings on maintenance and extended service life, which is expected to exceed the 75-year service life that Florida Department of Transportation requires for all new bridges. This project is an example of how to make fiber reinforced polymer concrete structures, including piles, beams, seawalls, decks, that are most durable, stronger, and safer than today's construction. Conclusion. To conclude, as the literature review yields, fiber reinforced polymer is highly utilized and applied in the realm of civil engineering. It is evident that fiber reinforced polymer reacts and behaves far better than steel in saltwater conditions, maintaining its rigidity more than steel. Fiber reinforced polymer has many more and better applications than steel and is far better structurally than steel and other materials currently in use. These findings from the effect of fiber reinforced polymer from saltwater exposure, its application, and its structural behavior all indicate that fiber reinforced polymer is the new generation of reinforced material that will reign in civil engineering and construction. Thank you.